Hey guys, I'm Anshi and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to learn about the gastrointestinal system. In other words, the digestive system. So basically, the whole elaborate process of converting food into energy starts inside your mouth when you ingest the food. But think of something delicious. Does your mouth water? That water in your mouth is the saliva. How does your brain know when to send saliva? So basically, three organs: your eyes, ears, and nose, and of course the taste buds send signals to the brain to help brain register the taste of the food, and also it sends signals to the salivary glands, which are present somewhere here, to create saliva. Now that saliva has a special substance called salivary amylase that helps in breaking starch down into simple carbohydrates. Then, after you eat the food, when you swallow it, the tongue pushes it back and the small bolus gets passed down through the esophagus. But do you think that passing down of food is done by gravity? No. Try to eat food upside down. You will still be able to swallow it. Do you know why? Because the esophagus muscles. In fact, all the muscles of the digestive tract use the peristalsis movement, which is like this, to push food down throughout the tract. So, after the food passes down through the esophagus, it enters the big sac-like organ, which we all know as the stomach. The stomach secretes digestive juices which help in digesting our food and converting it into a thick milky substance called chyme. It also has strong contraction movements to break down all the food. And it also releases hydrochloric acid. Yes, you heard me right. Acid. The acid that is secreted by the stomach helps in killing all the extra bacteria that enters along with our food. Now the food is ready to enter the last stages of digestion. It enters the small intestine. The small intestine, which is not so small, it is actually 7 meters long, and the digestion of food takes place in the small intestine as well. Digestive juices are obtained from pancreas and gallbladder, and the juices from the gallbladder, that is the bile juice, is actually secreted by the liver, which is the largest gland in your body. After that, all the juices mix together along with a few juices secreted by the cells of the small intestine itself are mixed together, and also thank bile because it helps you break down the fat which is not soluble in water into smaller components which are then easily digested by the small intestine. Because no bile, no burgers, no pizzas. Okay, getting back to our topic. So, after the food is finally digested, a very important and very integral part of the whole digestive system takes place. Absorption. Absorption of food into the blood. Absorption of the nutrients. It is done by small finger-like projections inside the small intestine which have a sponge-like surface, and they absorb all the nutrients and passes it down into capillaries which are closer to the surface. After that, the rest over food which does not have nutrients, just some salts and water, is passed down to the last post it has to cross, the large intestine. The large intestine takes in all the salts that are important and some water as well, and then converts the leftover food into some solid waste, which is then passed out of the body through the anal cavity, stored in the rectum for some time, and then passed out through the anus. Phew, that was a huge process, right? So after that, do you know that the excretory system and the reproductive system are also connected to this digestive system? Then listen to me carefully. The excretory system has its main part as the kidneys. The kidneys are vein-shaped organs which act like the blood filters inside our body. The blood, which has a lot of waste, toxic wastes, passes into the kidneys. the kidneys filter the blood out and take out all the waste and then send the pure blood through the body. And now this waste, how does it get out of our body, you ask me? Then the ureters, which are two thin tubes connected to the urinary bladder, and the waste passes down to the urinary bladder and it gets removed through the urethra. The muscles of the urethra are an acquired skill. That is why babies need to wear diapers, because they do not have the skill to control the muscle of the urethra. Finally, the reproductive system. It is a very important system as it helps an organism produce an organism of its own kind and continue its lineage. So it needs two parents, male parent and a female parent. The female parent produces the egg cells and the male parent produces the sperm cells. When they fuse together, they help in forming the baby, that is the new organism that is to be nurtured. Now the nurturing and development of the new baby cell and all its needs are taken care of by several hormones that are released, like the HCG, etc. There are many hormones. Phew, all of this human body is very complex, right? So I think we'll be ending here. See you in my next videos. Do not forget to like, share and subscribe. Bye bye. See you soon.